right, let's see what we've got for Taurus. Ooh, 10 of Coins. Awesome card to start the month off. 10 of Coins. Something is coming to light. Something, you're going to have a revelation about something, likely regarding money. 10 of Coins is a card of, it's the most amount of coins on a card. So it means, in its traditional interpretation, it means like inheritance and money that is given to you like from the next generation up. So it means like having invested wisely over time and the returns that are gained from that, the accumulation of money that comes from that. But it can also mean, in tandem with this Ace of Wands, in the Rider-Waite, this card has the 10 coins arranged in the Kabbalah symbol of, the tree of life, which is, sort of like the universe, the harmony of the universe, knowledge. It's basically like everything coming together, the real realization. So I'm seeing between 10 of Coins and Ace of Swords, which represents the truth, the one and only truth, that you may have a real aha moment. You may have a real revelation. You may get some real insight, some clarity. You may even have like a spiritual, some kind of awakening or some sort of like where the clouds part and things become clear. The reason I'm saying that is 10 of Coins is usually an earth an earth card. And it means money, but it can also mean values. It does represent the physical world, and Ace of Swords represents the mental world. Ace of Swords is victory, triumph, clarity. It's like when all the clouds disappear and there is the one truth that is like victorious and it stands up. It's the crowning truth. That's what we see in this card. It's crowned with laurels and oak or palm here. And it just represents the truth. It represents seeing things clearly. And then 10 of Coins represents, it can show the domicile here. It can represent security, like what you need to do in order to make yourself secure, or with the money, with the savings, with the inheritance, with the big stack of money. You know what to do with it. It's clear about what's going on with it. Or it can just be that, you've got some real clarity and insight about what's going on in the world and especially around you. This is Tree of Life. If you want to look it up in the Rider-Waite, or study the Kabbalah Tree of Life, both of those symbols are here. So there's a lot of truth that you're going to have access to at the beginning of the month, Taurus, and maybe money as well. You're going to see through something. This card is kind of fun. This is 5 of Wands. And I always call this card playing versus fighting. So there's a lot of Mars energy in this card. It's a fire card. And it shows 5 different people who have staves in the air, which represent fire, the fire element. And they're all either, it's not really clear. Are they playing? Are they fighting? Are these children who are playing games? Or is it, open conflict, an open war? And the way that I always look at this card is, there's a Buddhist quote that says, enjoy your problems. And I like that for this card because it means like take a lighthearted approach to your problems instead of getting bogged down and so serious about it. Look at it as like, okay, this is funny. This is absurd. Or this is, this is what I've got to do. I just think that this card just shows, paired with this card, I think that you may have some real insight into something that's conflict. Or if there's been competition, this is a victory card. If there's other people competing with you, Taurus, this shows an outcome of victory. You see through the nonsense. You see through the silliness. You see through the petty conflicts, is what this is telling me. Ace of Swords is truth, clarity, victory, triumph. And this is all that like making a fuss is what I'm seeing this as. You're not getting involved in the fuss, or you're seeing through it. The truth of Ace of Swords cuts through all this. So you're either not getting involved, or you can laugh at it, or you can see through a conflict, or you might have some insight with some conflict that's going on around you. You have Chariot that is showing up for you, which shows that you know how to navigate Chariot is a card that is all about making decisions, right or left, passionate mind or logical mind, right brain or left brain. He uses his intuition to get himself across the finish line, to be the victor. Both of these cards, by the way, are about victory. So, if you look at the imagery in it, Chariot is the one who crosses the finish line. He's the victor. He's the winner. He is the winner of the race. And Ace of Swords is the crowning truth, the champion, triumph, victory also. So with any difficulties in regards to competitiveness, contests, challenges, fights, competitors, sports, you're seeing a lot of victory energy showing up. You're seeing through the problem, and you're knowing, with this, it's almost saying like how to navigate through any challenges. These challenges in the reverse position, it's no consequence. It's no problem for Chariot. He knows how to it almost reminds me of like a obstacle course race. Chariot is almost laughs as he goes through it, because he's so capable of using his instinct to go left or to go right, to make correct decisions, using his judgment, using both sides of his mentality and intuition as two sides of the coin to navigate through all this little nonsense stuff. So enjoy that, Taurus. You're going to have some capability at the beginning of May, especially. And this is a Taurus month. This is your birthday month, Taurus. So happy birthday to you, and enjoy, having some sort of victory, having navigated through any little petty annoyances. You know what you're doing. So great first part of May for you, Taurus. And here's something in the middle of the month that you're going to encounter, which is Fool. And this is saying a couple of different things. Fool in the reverse. Fool in upright, by the way, first of all, just means being carefree, being trusting in the universe, starting out on something new. It's beginner's mind. It's the void. It's everything. It's all potential energy. It's all feeling like what's out there. Everything's out there. I can experience the world. I've got a fresh perspective. It's innocence. It can be naivete. It can be like folly. This is saying in the reverse position, don't be foolish. That's the low side of Fool energy, is being foolish, leaping before you look, trusting something that may not be trustworthy. But in the reverse position, what I'm getting mostly for you is don't be afraid of branching out to something new. Don't be afraid of, see if you can alleviate your fear, doubt, or resistance towards opening up to the grand adventure that's before you. Open up to a new journey. Open up to feeling careful. This tells me you may not be feeling like you can feel carefree and free and, open and trusting of the universe, having faith. Where's your faith, Taurus? You need to kind of, now it's funny too, because this is the wreath of laurels that Chariot wins in the race, and that comes with the triumph and victory. So this is kind of like, okay, now I accomplished that. What's next? Here's a fresh new journey to be embarked upon. Don't be afraid of that new journey. Even though you don't have any knowledge or skills or expertise, it's like being a baby again, that zero energy, starting fresh, starting anew. Might be something that you've totally never tried before, and that's why you're full energy in it. That's why you're the innocence of babes, kind of, but it's saying release your fears and doubts towards trusting what this next journey, this next chapter, this next endeavor, adventure is about. Don't be afraid of it. It may look like it's going to be a lot of work, but it can be really creative and really productive, and you might have some success working with groups of people. 3 is a social number. It's creative. It's expressive. We see here in 3 of Coins that it's a builder working on things. You might have some resistance or some fear about working in groups, and it's saying don't be fearful about that. Consider it. Be open to it. This card usually depicts the builder, the architect, and the person that's going to use this building. That's the 3 energy, so it's collective work. Sometimes, too, it's multiple streams of income, because 3 represents money, physical values, assets, And 3 is, a number of multiplicity. It's a number of creativity. It's a number of spontaneity. So, consider that maybe you do want to have multiple streams of income coming in. Maybe you do want to work on that creative project. You might be fearful, like shaky knees, towards starting this creative project, especially if it involves other people. But don't have faith. I mean, don't mistrust it. Just don't be foolish and, plan it out. This is competence and planning. So maybe you're doubting your ability to plan something out. But consult with other people. That's what 3 of Coins is all about. And it's saying that you could very well end up with, satisfaction. That's what both of these cards are about. Empress and 9 of Cups are all about being completely satisfied. So 9 of Cups this is your heart being completely full. You can see this guy's kind of rotund. It's a guy who eats all the time. He's always at a banquet. He's always at a festival. He's eating and drinking to his heart's content. So he's satiated. He is satisfied. It's all about pleasure. Same with Empress. She's all about pleasure. She is a card where she's got the Midas touch in some ways. Anything she touches grows. She's about abundance and fertility. Also creativity. We see that 3 energy again. And so these are available to you, but you may be having resistance, or you may be having that satisfaction just under the surface, just waiting for you until you get over whatever your fears are, your doubts about beginning this new thing, about going for it, about collaborating with others. There's some powerful 3 energy here, and especially in the center of the month. Empress is the 3rd card of the major arcana. 3 of Coins is 3 energy, and 3 is expressive, collaborative, joyful, spontaneous. It means working in groups. So work with other people. You might get a lot of abundance, satisfaction through that is just waiting under the surface. The fact that it's in reverse just shows it's a little bit in shadow. There might be some resistance, some fear, some doubt. Trust, Taurus. That's what Fool's saying. Even if you don't really know what you're doing, go for it. You might be pleasantly surprised. There might be some nice rewards waiting for you. Same here, 10 of Cups. I mean, this is only like your heart getting more and more filled. 9 of Cups is satisfaction, feeling full. 10 of Cups is like it's joy, it's beauty. This is also a card of peace and of family. You can see here there's this united couple. Could be good for your relationship. This is like the end of the rainbow. Don't pour out your joy. It's like you have this opportunity to feel full, feel like you're at the end of the rainbow where everything comes together and all the cups are filled, all your heart is filled, your emotional state is just as full and abundant as it could be. Don't pour that out. Don't let that go. 10 of Cups in the reverse position says you're pouring out and away all of your joy by having this fear and this doubt, whatever this resistance is. You're not having faith. You have a lot. Don't toss it away, because there's a lot there for you, Taurus. Middle of the month, especially regarding collaboration, it may actually bring you to a new beginning of your own sense of power, your own sense of ability, focus, concentration, innovation, creativity. I think that working with this group could give you a sense of your own creativity. This is Magician, which is a very powerful card. It's card 1 of the major arcana. And he takes all the elements that are available to him, the physical world, the emotional world. The sword is the mental world. The wand is the fire of passion, of action, of enthusiasm. So he takes all those elements and fuses them together to bring into the world what he creates. He says, abracadabra, there it is, I've done it. Again, this is in the reverse position. It's saying maybe you're doubting your own creative power, your own ability to manifest what it is that you want. And there's this ace that is a new beginning that's available to you at the end of the month, Taurus. I'm seeing definitely a new beginning. If you go from a 9 to a 10 to a 1 to an ace, if you think about the number progression of that, 9 is approaching completion, 10 is the end of the cycle, 1 and ace are both 1 cards, new beginning. Don't resist it. The fact that they're both in reverse is saying you're resisting it. You're not wanting to go run that race. One similarity that I see with both of these cards in the imagery, Ace of Wands is like the guy out in front of the parade who's throwing the baton, or he's the guy running the race. He's the active element of running the race. And Magician is holding up his baton here. His happens to be a wand. You know, both of these are actually wands, but this one is of creativity. This one's of enthusiasm and motivation. And both of these are new beginning cards. They're both 1 cards. Magician is card 1. Ace is a beginning card. Beginning of a new endeavor. So it tells me you have a lot of power. You have a lot of passion, a lot of enthusiasm. You know, there's all this red energy with these cards. Magician wears a red cloak. He's got passion. He's got power. You know, with the fire sign, it's all about having that fire. You've got a fire brewing underneath you. Trust it. Don't squander it. You could let this pass you by. You've got a cycle completing from the middle of the month to the end of the month. And I'm seeing don't resist, or see if you can get over your fears, doubts, resistance to this new beginning. It's very powerful for you, Taurus. And, you know, here's the wheel of change. This wheel is turning whether you like it or not. Often it's a very positive thing. What wheel says is that whatever's on the top will be on the bottom. Whatever's on the bottom will be on the top. The wheel of time changes all things. So tables turn, time changes all things. So seasons change. There's a changing of the season that's going on for you in May, Taurus. You know, you're entering a new year of your life, a new birth year. And it's possible that for some of you, you may be entering a new cycle in the 1 to 9 year cycle. If you're entering a 1 year, this is especially relevant for you. So yeah, change is coming. Change is happening. I would say harness this energy of this ace and this 1. Don't doubt your own power, because you've got a lot of passion, energy, drive, motivation available to you towards the end of the month, after what can be a very satisfying cycle here with Empress, 9 of Cups, and 10 of Cups.